This is a video where I would like to tell you guys about the fact that you have to understand that there are literally hours of footage of the reptilian people trying to insinuate that they're me or my father and my family, and they have put many different stuffed animals around the stores, many subliminal messages, tried to intimidate me, they've tried talking to me, they hunt me online, and you would need to watch literally probably an hour or two to break through your social preconditioning, where they control much of the world, and they control a lot of what you watch and a lot of what you read. Most of it, in fact. And then they have also been preparing for me to come back. So they know they can manipulate humans easier than anything. You'll have to watch, literally, the full video, believe it or not. I know most people don't watch, like, more than a minute or two. So you will need to watch the full video, believe it or not, and watch many more after that, because that's just the way things work. This is like watching a CSI crime investigation show, where you will need to watch to the very end of not just one video, but many videos to really understand why I came to the conclusions I did, and how I did that, and how I knew it the whole time anyways, and how I was able to prove it, not just think it and know it. And I should be able to do the same for you. Now, if you use your Sherlock Holmes perception here, and really put on the hat, and I don't know, you want to pretend about the smoking pipe maybe, and whenever you think of a Sherlock Holmes, and really think outside the box here, now that's apple cider vinegar, and I was taking apple cider vinegar because it can help rid your body of metal toxins. And all of a sudden, I see next to the apple juice, I see apple cider vinegar. Now, why would there be apple cider vinegar next to the apple juice? There wouldn't. And people say, well, it's just people putting stuff back around the stores. People putting stuff down there. It's just people, I don't know, reorganizing all the movies. And it's the only movies that get misplaced or slightly different only have to do with dogs and they're trying to insinuate that I'm a dog and a kid and a girl. If you've seen my other videos, if you've seen the videos where I have them hunting me online, telling me that Jesus is Satan, Satan is Jesus, and they're infiltrators on this planet, I have them trying to say that they want to not indoctrinate me, they want to make me join them, and that their inner circle is watching me and they're after me. And I mean, there's so many videos. I don't get. I mean, why would someone put apple cider vinegar next to the apple juice? They want me to think that I ate the forbidden apple of knowledge of good and evil. They're trying to insinuate that I always talk about how drinking God's drink. If you read Revelations, you know what I'm talking about. I don't have time to explain that right now exactly. Because then people are just going to log off because you're social conditioning. If I tell religion, you're just going to be uninterested, think it's BS, and just log off. And believe it or not, it doesn't matter how I'm talking. I need to talk to humans the way that another human would talk to you, or else you will just think I'm just some crazy person or schizophrenic. Believe it or not. Um, so apple cider vinegar. Why would someone put it back right next to the apples? Like it was specifically placed, not just someone thinking, "Oh, I don't need this anymore. I'll put it back randomly." It's like someone placed it there on purpose. And the Oreos don't go there. This is around the time in my life where the things being misplaced around the stores went from normal to abnormal to very strange to just insane, and I started recording it. And then it got 10 times even more insane than that. And I have it like live where I had to condense the videos because if it would literally be like 10 hours of videos. And as you can see, these are placed here where the orchard healthy balance does not usually go there. Not all the time. And there's certainly not cups there. Specifically, 2 cups. Because I always talk about how you don't drink God's drink. You don't get to, like, judge and give out wrath on your own. Only God can do that. And thus you drink God's drink. And then they started doing all this. And they'll even do things where they put apples on the ground, they're like half eaten, just to insinuate that I ate the apple and do crazy stuff like that. And there's been many other times they've done very similar stuff with apples. They've always been trying to insinuate to me that they're God, and right when I'm talking about Lilo and Stitch, this was before the McDonald's thing. This is before the promotions at McDonald's. All of a sudden, I'm talking about Stitch, and thinking about Stitch and whatnot, and all of a sudden a girl has Stitch on, like the next day or two, and a God shirt. And that shirt just says God, like she pre-made it and just made it just to manipulate me. I mean, what shirt just says God on it? It's kind of strange, right? And like I told you, they always put stuffed animals around everywhere. There was a day where a guy had a green stuffed animal right near his penis. Some kid was holding a green stuffed animal, and another guy had a frog stuffed animal and a dog in his um, shopping cart, all within like 2 to 5 minutes of each other. I think like literally like 4 minutes exactly. And it's hard to understand how people can think that's normal when this is like literally, like I said, there's like 10 hours of footage of me walking around these stores and is looking at all this evidence, and I need someone to believe me. I mean, I am Jesus Christ. Whether you want to believe I'm a human or not, it doesn't matter. Either way, I'm being hunted by the Illuminati, and I can prove that the Illuminati is real, and I can prove that I'm real. So I need someone to really, really believe in me and have faith that everything I'm saying is more than 100% real. If that's even possible, which is not, but you know what I mean. Now, if you can look here, all these movies, for the most part, look just about normal. But then, there's two that clearly seem to stick out, which is the Barbie and the E.T. Now, there are many more common themes where it's just movies looking very strange. The reason I know all of this, besides the fact it's kind of obvious if you were in my shoes, they always put stuff to insinuate women or dogs or kids all around the movies, the books. Like right there it says 666. I mean, what else would you really think? 666 is the devil's number. They're hunting me and they want me to be a girl because they think that's sinning. They think that they can make me sin, they can make me gay, they're trying to molest me. They put gloves on the ground and everything. I have found like over like 50 gloves where it's like I'll just be walking down the street or riding my bike and find like a glove place somewhere because they're trying to insinuate that they're pedophiles and they want to turn me into a pedophile or something. They want to make me join the Illuminati and they're known as being pedophiles. I mean, they're doing a lot of crazy, spooky stuff to me. Now, this is a little different where they put books here. Now it says creativity, Marilyn Monroe, and then over here it's a survival guide for Five Nights at Freddy's, which is like a horror game or something. And they were trying to insinuate to me that I have to think creatively and be a girl and join the Illuminati, or else Five Nights at Freddy's, or else they're intimidating me, just to try and scare me. And it's the same common theme where the books, the movies, they're all trying to spell out messages to me to try and intimidate me. This is how they speak. There's one night where a 24-hour store that's never locked, it's usually 24 hours, was locked the one day I needed that store. And then there was a screwdriver right next to the door because they wanted to tell me to screw. This is how they communicate. I mean, not with each other, but with me. Like in this video, there is all red boxes of chocolates here, like this big, if you were to see the video. But only these two. It says good vibes and a dog, because they want me to be like their dog that's in a pup play. They want me to be a little girl. They want me to be a kid and a baby. They want to pretend to be me and my dad. They're trying to insinuate all this stuff. They're coming in my name. And it says good vibes because they want me to think of good vibes. Those two are the only two that's different. Now, think like Sherlock Holmes. Now, think of also, if they're all dyeing their hair right around me. This is stuff I go more in depth to in other videos that I have proof for. I said I need someone to be able to listen to me and be willing to watch the other videos. There was a video where there's 3 videos where I had people talking about little girl dogs and little dogs in front of me, chihuahuas specifically, because I call them chihuahuas. They want to make them feel like a chihuahua, and it was all in the same day at Burger King, within like a couple hours of each other. And the guy had a Freudian slip where he said he had a torture business on camera. I started noticing them put gloves everywhere, but it's not like notice. They always did stuff like this way, but I started really noticing it. Now look at this. There's a book where it looks like as if there's a dog in that person's hand, and it says "Family for Beginners" because, like I said, they always try and send me signs of being a dog and a girl, and they want me to think they're part of my family. And this is all that in one glove, like Michael Jackson used to wear one glove like a pedophile. They want to pedophile me and torture me. And they want to intimidate me and make me sin, make me join them, and they're after me. There's times where I found a mask and pliers next to each other to insinuate being quiet, not talking. Does this not make you want to watch my other videos? This isn't fake. If you watch all my other videos, I have them on live camera putting stuff in places. So, watch my other videos, please, so I don't have to keep, straining myself. Someone should be able to see this by now. Someone should be able to call me, 978-715-5036.